the AFFP Research Fellowship from Frankfurt School, Germany. He obtained his PhD and master degree from the National University of Malaysia. Currently, he has more than 150 journal articles and 7 books. His current H index is 29, with citations of more than 3,600 in Google Scholar. He has more than 700,000 readers in different online repository platforms that position him among the top 1% most read academic authors around the world. He has received several awards from Elsevier, Emirates, Wiley, Pablon, UUM, and UKM. And he also been recognized as one of the top Bangladesh development researchers of the millennium by the BDRC USA. He has experience as an editorial board member of 10 international journals and a reviewer of more than 45 journals. He has supervised records of 6 PhD and 11 master. The objective of this talk is to share suggestions and strategy to create a better career development plan for PhD and master students, which is also important for supervisor to guide and motivate the students. And now, here are our special guys, Dr. Muhammad Mahmudul Alam. Doctor, the floor is yours now.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bu. Assalamu alaikum and very good morning, everyone. Welcome in my workshop, and thank you everyone to attend. So this workshop or this webinar contain the issue relevant to the PhD student, targeting to the PhD students or the master's student who plan to do the PhD. And I hope this will also help the supervisors if any supervisors or lecturers join, especially those who are young lecturer. They will become a good supervisor very soon, and when they will start supervising students, they need some sort of idea how to make the works better. And especially the PhD student to survive in their journey, this is very important. And I hope this webinar will be in both ways. So I also like to listen from your side. And if you have any questions, you just write the question in the chat box, and Dr. Bu will compile all the question. So after presentations, I will answer the question. And you can also contact with me. My email address is here, and Dr. Bu will share it later also. So you can contact me if you need. And today's topic is just beyond go to classroom and thesis, beyond the lecture, beyond the knowledge or the research or the coursework. What the other strategies is very important to get a successful career. So first of all, if we look the keyword and diagnosis the topic today's webinar, then we see 3 things. One is the activities. The activities include the classroom lecture or learning, and then your thesis or you award the degree or certificate. And we need this for targeting our career development. Career development in academia or industry or international organizations or consultancy in NGOs or projects work or any full-time job, especially in the developed country where the PhD holders are included in the business or in the organization or industry. And to get this target, the missing thing is the strategies. So our focus is on the strategies, what the strategies we should follow to get better in achieving our target. So first, if we look at our target, why students do the PhDs, why people involved in PhD? Most cases, people do PhD to get a good job. So the job is the main priority. To get a good placement, to join in a better place, high salary, better career opportunities. And most of the PhD holders are the academicians. So they involve PhD to continue their career path, to get the promotion, to fulfill the requirement of the accreditation, or to get the ability to teach, ability in terms of the requirement given by the accreditation body or the recruiter. And other side is the consultancy in different form, like international organizations, World Bank, IMF, UN, and others, or NGOs, or the project work. And others is the industry, involved in the industry. And very few come from the, very few come in the PhD for knowledge creation and gaining knowledge. They are very few. Actually, maybe those who go in the academic track, they also with this view. Otherwise, those who are not academicians, their view, few people have view of social reputation, or some cases people come PhD for personal interest. Suppose I have a wish I will become a doctorate like this, or some cases people just spend time because this is a mechanism to stay in one country, continue linger your education, get the visa and stay that country. So these are the objectives why people do PhD. But to become a very good in career, or to get the most benefit from the PhD program, we should consider that the full-time and knowledge based people. So with this mind, keep in this mind that the people who are doing PhD, they are here to create knowledge and they are the student of knowledge. So based on this, let's proceed. So in the this is the target form, that the target is our job position, and then come the activities. So what is the PhD actually about? What the PhD give a student? PhD, I'm talking mostly the social science perspective. The science, medical or engineering PhD is different. They try to find something innovative in terms of very direct uses. But in case of the social science, we are actually dealing with the thought or concepts. And the applications is, sometimes there is applications, but most cases this is the knowledge based, knowledge value addition, rather than any types of protocol, prototypes or any content development. So PhD actually train for few issues. Those who are doing PhD, PhD is not just a coursework or grade in the transcript or a thesis or a certificate. The fundamentals of PhD is a philosopher. Or now we can say this is a scientific philosopher. If you think about the philosopher, that means the ancient time, the philosopher means Socrates, Aristotle type. So they thought, and people think they are outside of the society, the outlier people. But nowadays, the philosopher is a more systematic, scientific. Scientific, they follow the scientific approach. That means a systematic approach. So in the PhD journey, you learn how to find a best answer because you know scientific approach to identify a problem and find a solution from different angles. And you know how to follow the rational theory, and you know which method will appropriate to solve this problem. And you can find the authenticity of your solution from supporting literature. So what the solution you get, you know, this is the within the track. So this is the difference between a PhD and a non-PhD guy. PhD is a mechanism. Whenever you go in industry, you apply for a job in the industry. Industry say, okay, he is just a bachelor and he has 10 years experience. So why we hire you rather than a very experienced person in this field? So this is a justification that you are trained up with few things that he is not. A non-PhD is not trained up on this issue. Maybe he knows how to solve a problem by experience. And you know how to solve a problem by following scientific approach. And you also know what is the real problem. You know how to figure out the problem. That's why finding the problem is almost half of the whole PhD. So developing the problem statement is the most important part in the PhD. So you find the appropriate problem. So when your doctor finds the problem, he can give you the exact medicine. But when doctor don't find what is your problem, then he give lots of tests, medical diagnostic tests, and then or give lots of medicine. A good doctor give you only one or two medicine. But when doctor don't know what is going on, he give lots of medicine and he think anyone will work. So similarly, a PhD know how to find the appropriate problem, the exact problem. So that's the whole train up in the whole 3-4 years. The PhD is not something you learn on the whole subject topic, but you learn the system, how to figure out the problems and how to solve the problems, and how to find out the problems out of lots of problems, and how to figure out the appropriate solution out of lots of solutions. Then another issue is a PhD don't fear the failure, because a PhD holders are criticized so much in the whole 3-4 years. Almost every day they are criticized by the supervisors, internals, externals, all schools, peer groups, and journals everywhere. So criticism is a blessing for them, and it's a regular issue. And PhD holders is very much comfortable with risks and uncertainty, because you are full of uncertain about your fund, your degree, and your expected result. At least after the Senate letter, you get a relief. So until the Senate letter, you're in very uncertain positions. It's a very long-term commitment. So if anyone escape in the middle, he get actually nothing. And there are lots of uncertainty in the whole program. So until you get the degree, the whole time is not recognized. So it's a highly risky decision to involve in the PhD. So therefore, a PhD holder is very much comfortable to take risks and work with uncertainty. And PhD holders know how to do some creative works, how to find some innovation, because a PhD holders transform information into knowledge rather than just user of information. Information is everywhere and people use information. The journalists use the information. Newspaper is full of information. And a newspaper report is far different than a journal articles. A newspaper report is a very vague and very shallow investigation, whereas a journal articles is very in-depth and scientific investigation. Maybe both reports the similar things, but the creativity, the innovation, and recognitions for that is very high for the PhD holders. And PhD holders also know how to collaborate, work as a team member, and also work as independently. They know how to work under guidance and also how to work independently. So these are the basic understanding from your PhD degree. This is not just a certificate, but nowadays we actually don't know what we get from the PhD. We think we get a certificate and we use it for our degree, for our job and career. But these are the arguments you must always in your mind wherever you go. This will help you to recognize who you are. And this will distinguish you if you go in the industry, when the industry people are experienced people. Because when we come in the academia, when we do PhD, we already sacrifice 4, 5, 6 years. And if we stay in the job market in these 6 years, we have already 5, 6 years experience. In the meantime, our colleagues, those who did not PhD but enter in the industry, so they are 6 years senior. Whenever you go in the industry, you need to compete with them. So what is the achievement? So this is the achievement. Your achievement is not your thesis. Your achievement is you become a better person. So how to become a better person? This is the way you always keep in mind. Because this question you'll face if you go industry, why we hire you? How you give us better than our other experienced person. Okay, so this is the activities what we get in the PhD. It is not just thesis, not just your experiment or research, but the other things. So now the two things we know, one is the target, our job or career development, and we know the activities what we do in the PhD, and then the strategies. What the strategies we should follow to get a better career path. So everyone do PhD. End of the day, all PhDs are the same. They are the doctorate. So you cannot compare them. And he is the big doctor, he is the small doctor, not like that. So the way you can compare based on their achievements. And the achievements is not just a certificate, because everyone has this certificate, those who are PhD. Whenever you go in the job market, you apply for the job in the interview board, those who call for the interviewing, everyone has a certificate. Everyone is PhD. So what the things make you different than the other people, other candidates? So that's the way your career will shake if you don't properly strategize now at the time of PhD. So in the journey of PhD is full of strategy that will make you compete with the other PhD holders after you get the degree. So these strategies make the differences of who will go in higher, in which position, how will develop their career. So let's discuss on this issue. So if you target the job market, you plan to go in the job market. From the very beginning of your study or PhD program, after you join in the PhD program, you should go for the target-oriented work. So decide where you want to do work. So if you, the most of the cases, our target is the job market. We get a good job or good salary or we enroll in a good school. So that should be the very first priority, very beginning from the PhD journey. Think the target. So if you decide the target appropriately, then you can make the plan accordingly. So if somebody do PhD, they like to work in the World Bank or IMF, or they want to work in the big international organizations or big international NGOs, or in the project. So their target is different. Somebody likes to work in the academia, they want to go for teachings or research. So their target is supposed to be different. So their journey or the planning should be different. If you want to go in the academic job, look at the circular of the university job. The circular is very important. So this is the starting of your PhD time. Look the circular, job circular. Go to the job site, see what the requirement people are looking. In the universities, what they want, what types of things the university asks for to recruit an academicians. If you like to international organization, look their job circular. Look what the criteria they are looking for. Every job circular is different, and everyone wants different criteria. So look all of them, and if you have very passion to work in any organization, suppose you are very passionate to work in UN, look the UN circulars, and then you will get the idea of what they are looking for. This is not just a thesis or the or a certificate, PhD or certificate. Everyone has this certificate. Okay. End of the day, when you go in the competition job market, everyone will have this certificate. What the things make you different? You should take the initiative from the very beginning. Look the job circular now at the starting of your PhD. See what people are looking for. Okay, PhD certificate or PhD is a one condition. There are lots of other things they are looking for. So think about this issue and develop your PhD journey, not just the thesis, but also embed these issues. How you embed their requirements. They have lots of requirements. Look all of the requirements and make your plan. You need to achieve all of the requirements within your PhD journey. Because end of the PhD, you will apply the job. And at that time, you will need all of this requirement. So it is not like that after you finish PhD, you do other things. No, this is a simultaneous process. You need to do your thesis, and at the same time, you need to learn lots of other things that the job wants. So focus on gaining some useful or related knowledge and skills that will help you to get priority than others in the job application. So in the job application, they mention some is mandatory criteria, some is optional criteria. Okay, some cases it mentions suppose the language, Malay language will get high priority, or the French language will get high priority because they assume everyone know English is the very basic. So extra another language will get high priority. So that I'm talking international organizations, the job. So you need to think how you can strategize these things. if you want to learn another language or at least very basic level, this is a 4 or 5 years journey PhD, you can do it. It's not a big deal. But the only thing is you need to make a good plan from the very beginning. The more days are gone, you will become more problem in the PhD thesis, more complex issues will come. So without making a good plan from the very beginning, it will become very difficult. And learn some very basic things. Suppose the very office package, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and the communication tools and methods, writing the email or business communications. These are also very important and very basic requirement in everywhere. So this is unfortunate. Our PhDs are thinking that PhD is just a thesis. If I submit the thesis, that's over. And they are very lacking in knowledge in terms of developing Excel file, in terms of making any formula, writing anything, or any calculation. The first day you join in a job, you need the Excel file. This is very important things. The first day you go in the job, you need the PowerPoint. In the industry, they need only two things, Excel and PowerPoint. That's all. You made some calculation, you make some figure out, and then you present in the PowerPoint. So you should be master in these two packages. And the problem is the PhD, these are not included in the PhD syllabus. And we are just focused on the syllabus, or we are just focused what our supervisor is talking. And that's make us in crap position. And many students are highly lacking in communications. Even after PhD, a candidate don't know how to write a formal email. This is very unfortunate. And they don't know how to write a formal message also. And this is not teaching in our academia. You should learn it in your own way. And this is some cases very unfortunate. I'll come in later on. So if you don't know or don't prepare now, then later on you will have no time. Because the moment you get the certificate, the moment you award the PhD, you are in the competitions, you're in the job market. So there is no scope to develop anymore on this issue. Rather than this is the time to develop yourself. And at the time of viva board, our students are just struggling to fulfill the minimum publication go for submit their thesis. But rather than, if you look the job market, the moment you submit thesis, you are almost end of your journey. And within few months, you award the thesis, you award the degree, and then what will happen? You enter in the job market, but you have not enough articles. You are not ready for the job market. So how can you be ready at that time? It will take lots of time and lots of pressure for you, and it will make more miserable cases. If you work hard now, your life will become easy. But rather than after getting the award, you go in the competitions and you have no job. That's the more devastating and frustrating. If you are jobless for a few years, or you get a job very low salary, or very which doesn't fit with you. And that's the thing, because you are not ready. And you eventually you will go in the good place, but after you fulfill your requirements, that takes long time. So if you take plan now at the very beginning of the journey, you know to get a job, degree is not enough. You know to get a job, you need publications. And in this region, the developing world, Asia, Middle East, they need number of publication. They are focused, and you need to publish at least 10. And it's very true that the recruiters don't bother about your certificate in the academia if you don't have enough articles, enough number of articles. because again, this region is more focused on quantity, number, rather than the quality. Okay, there are good school focus on the quality, that's exceptional, but in general, they are looking quantity, and that's the true fact. So you need publications, a number of publications, suppose that 10. To get a senior lecturer positions, suppose in case of Malaysia, you need at least 10 articles, 10 Scopus articles to become qualified as a senior lecturer. And the other candidate who go in the job market, they already have more. So this makes the things more challenging. There are many candidates who come with you in the job market and submit their CV. They have 10, 15, 20 articles when they go in the job market. But if you are not ready with 10, 15 articles, then your CV will not get priority. And another issue is the degree institutions where you're doing the PhD. That's also important. Because the institution ranking is important. In case of UUM, our university, so if UUM is ranking number 6 or 7 in Malaysia, if you get PhD from UUM, it is very difficult to get job in UM or UKM, upper ranking. If you target to get job in the upper ranking university, you need to prove yourself based on publication rather than just certificate. So by default, people give the priority of the certificate according to the ranking. So those who graduate from University of Malaya, they will get more priority than those who graduate from UUM. So these are the real fact, the real things. It's nothing about talking the criticisms or bad issues, but how human psychology deal the issue. And this is very important for the students. So if you want to compete with the candidates from the University of Malaya, you need to prove yourself better. The only way to prove yourself better is your publication. Because both of you have the PhD and his certificate carry more weight than you because the ranking of the university or institution. So you can only prove yourself based on more publications or better publication. This is the same for everywhere. Even if you for the developed country, so you need to prove yourself. Or even based on Malaysian degree, if you apply for other countries, if you apply for the developed country, good school, you also need to prove yourself based on your publication. Good. And it is assumed if you publish in a top ranked journal, that means you are also similar quality people of the other author of that journal. Suppose you publish in the top ranked journals where the people from the Oxford, Harvard publish in their journals. So that means your quality with the same range. You can compete with the people of Oxford and Harvard. So they will give you better priority. But again, who is the recruiter is very important. If you apply in this region, they want the quantity, not too much high quality. If you have top journals, only one article, that's maybe enough for Oxford or Harvard or American or any top school, but not enough for any Malaysian school or any Middle East or Asian school. They want quantity. So you should get the idea how you deal with this issue or where you will apply for the job, how you want to develop your career, or which country you prefer to work. Okay. And at the PhD time, you also try to work as a research assistant, even if it is without any pay. But make sure you will have an official experience certificate. Okay, so and also evidence that you work with the research assistant with somebody is influential or with your supervisors or under any good professor. So these are your plan. So your plan is in the job market to get the good place in the job market. And if you want to go in the good place of the job market, you need to prepare it now. Okay. In that cases, you need to make a very good visionary plan. And without a plan, you cannot survive or you cannot achieve as much as you want or you cannot reach your goal. So everyone's journey is different. Everyone's background is different. And everyone's setup, structure, knowledge, and capacity is also different. So you should make a plan that is suitable for you. It's not the one solution for everybody. It's individual solution and individual choice. Some people like the short run, some people like the long run. So some people go very shortcut way. Suppose they publish lots with very low grade publication, increase the number, and try to get a job very quickly. And some people not going in that way. They publish very small number, very high quality, maintain standard, and target very good journals. And in the long run, they will gain it. Maybe in the short run, they will suffer loss. So this is the choice how you design your career. You focus in the short run or long run, or you can make both because you need to survive. Eh? If you don't survive today, what will happen tomorrow? You'll become king or something. Nobody bother. If you die, then there is nothing for tomorrow. So first survive now and also at the same time save something for future. So combine your research publication with uh, quantity and also the quality. Do something high quality and do few low quality but increase your number. So again, this is the strategy that differ person to person and also link with your capacity, your target. Many students has no target at all because they said that, okay, I have a job already in my country or here. So I just come I just come for PhD to get promotion. So I just need the certificate. That's all. If I get the certificate, my career path will start. It's on the line. I have no issue of getting new job or changing my job. That's all settled. So they are the very lazy guy. You cannot motivate them anyways. Okay. But everyone's path is different. And publications and knowledge creation is different things. Publications is the art, and knowledge-based work is different things. And publications has lots of issues. There's also one sort of syndicate or academic cartel. So in this market, if you go in this publication market, there is something different story. So that's I mentioned in another workshop before. Today is not talking about the publication issue. But if you want to go for the knowledge creation, it's very difficult to publish. Many knowledgeable discipline has no scope for publication. Or if you want to work on something that is your self-development or self-actualizations, you like this topic, but that's not publishable. Publications is different things that how you satisfy the editors, how you follow their format, process, everything. That's actually not parallel with the knowledge creations or the self-actualization. And another is the self-development. So you focus because our time is constrained. We have limited time. Everyone works maximum 24 hours a day. You cannot exceed it. So how you allocate your time is important. Maybe you focus on self-development, you focus on learning software, you focus on learning the other issues, there's not publication. So self-development is one criteria and publication is different. And both takes time. So how you allocate time, that's also your choice. And the market-oriented topic, that I already mentioned, that self-actualizations or market-oriented topic, that's for publication, or what the demand, what the industry wants, or what the area people are more recruiting. Even if you look in the job market, if you look the job market, the demand for job is only for few areas. But your PhD is in different topics, in diversified field. But whenever you apply for the job market, they want some specific criteria only for few position. Suppose for the lecturer position. So I'm teaching finance. If I look the finance circular in academia, most cases the circular is related to the corporate finance. But corporate finance is only one discipline among the whole finance discipline. So one area of the whole finance discipline. But most of the circular is in corporate finance. So if anyone work in the other area of the finance, suppose I work in the sustainable finance, there's the green finance or climate change finance or sustainable finance, like energy finance, but there is no circular on this issue. There is no, even universities don't need the sustainable finance discipline because students don't want this one, because they don't teach it, even not in the curriculum. Most of the only few, very rare university teach the sustainable finance. I found 3 or 4. One is Oxford, one is Waterloo or something, and another is from Germany, Hamburg University. So only 3 or 4 universities teach sustainable finance. But sustainability is a very big issue now. Whole SDG, Millennium Development Goal, is linked to sustainability, and every Millennium Development Goal needs finance. And finance is a big discipline which help every area of SDG, but most of the universities are not focused in this direction. So if you develop your career on this issue, you should be very careful because there will be not enough job circular. So the very niche area of the discipline may make trouble for you. But this is a good place for consultancy, for project work, but not for teaching area. Okay, then another is the money or reputation. So at the PhD time, students try to earn something. Some cases is also important for survival. But if you utilize your time in the long run, you will get more. And if you maintain your reputation or honor rather than just money works, that will give you a better situation in the long run. So this is a personal choice and depends on the background. Somebody is dyingly need money, so they need it. Those who don't need it, rather than it's better to focus on research publications where you come here. And another issue is helpfulness or self-centric. Some people are very self-centric, do only his own works and don't want to share, but and others are very open-minded, helpful, because you are in a time constraint, you have no time. So if anybody come to you, please help me to do this, how to solve this one, this will take time. So this is the choice, you will help him or not. So both has the merits and demerits. If you help, you will also get help, but if you're self-centric, you can produce more. So these are the issue you need to consider when you make a plan, and this plan is very important. Knowing yourself is more important than doing any other works. If you know yourself, you know your capacity, you know your plan, then it will help you to get more, to accelerate the whole outcome. And you can take the advice from the people or the mentors or other people, but don't follow everything and don't follow everyone. Think yourself which one is fit with you. And in the PhD journey, you need lots of patience. This is the only way to survive in the PhD. The good patience, the beautiful patience, because this is a long-term commitment, 3 to 5 years commitment or more. And if you just stop, then it's useless. Until get the final award, you need to continue. So you need to have very good patience. So be regular and consistent till get the Senate letter. Until the Senate letter, there is no way to stop. Continue. And some cases it is very difficult because there are family issues. We actually destroy our family relationships. And we have no social life. But try to involve your family members. Try to involve that you introduce them your situation. So if they know about your case, then they also help you, or at least they will not bother you much because they have their rights. Your spouse, your children, your parents has rights. But this is a very hectic and pathetic journey in the life, and this journey needs lots of concentration, and at that time, any types of interruption make you actually mad. If you are in the middle of something, if anybody come and interrupt you, you cannot control yourself. Huh? So you need lots of concentration, but they also need lots of caring, and they have the rights on your time. So involve them in the journey. Consult with them, talk with them, very open-minded. Don't hide. You are in trouble. Yes, we all the PhD people are in the same journey. They are in trouble. Make other understand that we are in a great trouble. So they will have compassion for you. This is very important. Otherwise, you cannot survive. Also, inform your funder, suppose a job or a scholarship. That's how are you progressing? So what is the difficulties that you're facing? So that will help you, or also help them to understand your condition. Some cases you take the leave for 3 years and start PhD, and then after 3 years they ask to join. And this is just at the end of your PhD. If you join, you will not get the award anymore, or it will longer another 4 or 5 years. So involve with them, talk openly, and try to motivate them. It's true for your friends, it's true for your family members, it's true for your funder or donor or your job. Otherwise, it's very difficult to continue the journey. And here, this is not a very helpful or very happy place. This is full of criticism. PhD is full of criticism. Everyone will critique you, everyone. Even your friend also critiques you. This is a life to get lots of criticism. It's like a bullying. Eh? You get bullying every second. But it is the key to improve yourself. This is the only way to improve yourself. Take it positively. Take all the criticism positively. If you take any criticism positively, the next time that will not come anymore. So if you take a criticism, overcome it, then next time you will not face this thing. That's the way we develop. That's the way a PhD candidate will become a philosopher. Okay, if you want to become a philosopher and people don't say you're mad like the Socrates, then you are not a philosopher at all. To become philosopher, you need to do something crazy. Eh? So get the criticism very positively. And then good time management is very important. Make proper planning and set up your target with timeline for education as well as for life to lead a peaceful and successful life and maintain a good balance between your work and life. Yeah, this is something very important. When we focus on any area, we are over focused there and we omit the other issues. And that's not a development. The development is in overall holistic development. If you just complete your thesis and publish 20 articles, but you make mess in your family life, you get divorced. That's a mess. That's actually not a life at all. So make it a holistic approach. Don't destroy the other things to achieve something. Make a balance. It's very important. Make a balance. And to make a balance, you need to allocate time properly. Make a realistic plan. Realistic plan when you will defense your viva. At the very beginning, take a plan when you will submit your thesis. Very target oriented. Take a plan what job you like. Develop yourself. Plan your works and meet the deadline. Otherwise, it will continue years after years. Okay, then continuously monitor the achievements. Once you make the plan, then monitor how much you achieve. Then consistently review and adjust the plan. Revise the plan because it's changing. The time is changing. Look at the achievement, how much you earn, how much you already get, and revise your plan. So in this way, you can get it better. And monitor your allocation of time once in every month. Think what the unnecessary things you can remove from your schedule. There are lots of unnecessary things involved in your schedules. If you have the phone now, phone also say last time your screen time is, every week they give a report. Last week your screen time is 80 hours. Last week your screen time is 60 hours. So that's actually indication that you should save your time from here. So monitor and allocate your time. Suppose some cases we spend lots of time for social media. Find out how many times you spend for the social media. Some cases we go in the Facebook just for 5 minutes. Okay, let's see the Facebook 5 minutes. But these 5 minutes never end. Even after 5 hours, it's still 5 minutes continue. So if it is unchecked, unbalanced, then it kills lots of time. Because in this journey, the competition is a time competition. Look the things, how can you overcome it? What the things you can remove from your schedule? Social media, social gatherings, reading the blogs or reading newspapers. Some people are very focused on news. They read all the newspaper daily, at least 2 hours, okay? Then also watching drama or movie, daily one drama, one Korean drama. Very pathetic. So don't watch too much. Or chatting, WhatsApp, these are really killing our times. WhatsApp is now a big trouble. Now in the pandemic times, we work from home and WhatsApp actually kills us. It kills all of our times. Every minute you need to look the WhatsApp. Every second, continuously message. So that's actually problem of your concentration. It's create lots of problem in the concentration. Okay, also avoid the way of unnecessary matters coming in your life, such as block disturbing websites. Some cases we read some news and that's actually pressurized lots in our brain. That's news is nothing related to me. I have no need about this news at all. But if I see this and that disturb lots, that disturb our concentration. You cannot sleep 2 3 days. Every time coming this news in your brain, and this is a huge disturbance. So it is better always avoid these types of disturbance. Block all of them as much as you can. So this cannot come to you. Block this message that's bother you lots. Okay, your coolness of brain is very important to do something productive. In very rush or hot brain, you cannot produce. You need a cool brain to get something innovative. And look your productive time. Some people can work at night. The whole night they can work because there's the uninterrupted long period of time. So you can work a lot. But some people work from very early in the morning to the before the lunch. That's also very long uninterrupted time of work. So look which time is very productive for you. Work on that time and do the creative or thinking that time. That will give you more better outcomes. Suppose in the daytime, if you spend 5 hours to read one thing, and at the night time when it is very cool, you spend half an hour, can read the whole things and understand very easily. So your brain capacity also is the issue. Brain need cool. So you need to arrange a very cool environment. And that's at that time your brain can capture it very fast. And ensuring the safety at work is also very important. Take care of your mental and physical health. Okay, sometimes you need to rest, sometimes you need to relax. Just watch when you're very much exhausted, watch some things, 5 minutes, only for 5 minutes, just like the Tom and Jerry or Mr. Bean, or some short motivational lecture that will refresh you. And take a nap. Don't watch too much at a time. Take a nap and it will give you a fresh brain to work again. So don't go beyond your capacity. Don't take extra burden. If you make a good plan, that will not happen. If you have a regular plan, regular time, maintain your schedule, that will not happen. Make life easy. Suppose arrange your main email box properly to avoid missing important email, or reduce time to clear all of them. Don't involve in lots of groups in WhatsApp or in Facebook. So lots of message will come that's actually not involved with you. Save your time. This is the most important thing. Save your time here. So take different types of precaution. Like save all of your works under different versions. So this is very important. The PhD journey, if your hard disk crash, you will also die. So take lots of precaution about this. Save your data and thesis in many places. Suppose in email, or every day you can attach it in the email, so you will have all the version. And don't save the same file again and again. Make different version. So after the significant work, after 1 week, make a different version. Version 1, version 2, version 3, version 200. No problem. Save all of this file, because once you replace it, you cannot go back. Suppose your supervisor can ask you, okay, last time you show me the things is very good, so bring that one again. Remove this one, okay? But you already replace it, so it's gone. So don't replace it. Save different version. Okay, never update it on the same file. Keep enough backup in different place. Even every time after ending the work, just attach the file in your email. Keep the latest work in your email. and you keep it in many places, in safe places. Okay, now let's come the research topic. So how to select a research topic? So you already involved in the PhD. If you are already involved in the PhD, you are already with the topic. But still there is a scope to diversify or to make a link to other topic. Why you need to get a diversified or important topic? Because you need to look in future direction of research. When you start PhD, that's a 3-4 years, 5 years old story. Then when you go in the job market. So you start PhD, at the time of you start PhD, this topic was very hot topic. But at the end of your PhD, this is no more. There are many new things come already. And many cases, if you are technology oriented or something, or you work on the very established idea, that's already gone. People bring with new ideas. So think about the topic. Think as a PhD holder, you need to sell your topic. Very simple. You need to sell your research. So if you think you are a salesman, your idea is your product. So if the idea is old or is already established, then it's very difficult to sell it. So think your topic that will sustain at least when you enter in the job market. And keep on your eyes what is going on the research. So the Elsevier has published one report that what the research is going on, in which direction research is going in next 10 years. Because Elsevier is a giant publisher and it's almost a monopoly, and they are buying all the other small publishers, and they have huge journals and other organizations similar like they already buy the Scopus is their product, so they are controlling many things, and they link Scopus with QS ranking. Now universities are running for the ranking, universities are running for the Scopus, and the Elsevier as a publisher. This is their mechanism. And very important, these publishers are the private organizations. They are not academicians. They are the money maker. They are the private organizations and money maker. They come here for business. So their motive is for business motive. And unfortunately, they are now driving the academician. They are driving the whole academia. And they are doing business based on all the creative works of the academicians. And with the academicians works free for them. Okay, whatever it is, just look at the report. They say that China is coming in the leading role of funding, university ranking and research. So too much funding now, China providing too much postdoc, too much publications, almost among the top journals. Every top journals, there are some Chinese national people in the editorial board. And the articles we have received for reviewing, almost 80% articles are Chinese authors. And they are too aggressive now in academia. And they're already able to attract top researchers, almost like they buy the top researcher, give them high salary, okay, and make a syndicate among the journals. And research in academia is going to more technology oriented. So like the blockchain or artificial intelligence, big data, these are the issues are prioritizing more, and that will be more prominent in future days. And even the job market, if you look the job market, we those who are planning to teach in the academia, we want to teach in the university. This is now the future is in big threat for teaching. And teaching, actually, university is a high cost for government. And every government try to reduce the cost of university. They are always doing the budget cut. If you look the Australian case, Australian government uh, cut the budget huge and many universities merged together. And many university or many department merged together and they don't keep many full-time lecturer, hire the part-time lecturer. Whenever the course come, they hire them. And part-time lecturer means you have less obligation for them and you can sack them anytime. So layoff is easy. And the future directions of teaching academy is also going in that line. There are lots of massive online open courses. The mock courses are developing around the world. Even the government level. In Malaysia, government ministry give the requirement to all the universities develop the mock courses. So mock courses has the good and bad both sides, the pros and cons. If there are lots of mock course developed, the universities, the physical universities will not get enough students. When there are not enough students, they will not need enough more lecturers. It's very simple. And another issue is suppose one subject is teaching very basic subject, talk about the very basic one and non-technical one, no lab-based work, theoretical course. Suppose the financial management, one subject. In our university UEM, we have lots of section, like around 30, 40 section of financial management, because this course need to take by all students of the university. Similarly, all the university in Malaysia, every university run this, teach this subject around 20, 30 section like this. So if we look only the public university, around considering the 50 public university, teaches this course around 20 section, 20 group in every semester. So that means 15 to 20, 1,000 sections in every 1,000 group, 1,000 lecturer involved in every semester. But if they record the course in the mock, this 1,000 lecturer no need. No need too much lecturer or physical, because this is a very non-technical course. Okay, so if the course recorded in the online, even the university can run it. So even now, everything we are doing the blending, the exam is also online, the mechanism, everything is online. No need the lecturers. Instead of 1,000 lecturers, it is very easy to manage centrally by 2-3 lecturers. And once they record the course, it has no need to revise the recording in next 5 years. So the layoff is coming very high. And in future, academy also will become very challenging for the job market. And universities need to run with very low cost. The government reducing the budget and government considering is a cost. So they reduce the cost. So this is the one way mechanism. The mock is still with the different motives. The mock motive is developing massive courses and provide very cheap education, but it can be a big threat in future for the job market, for the academician. And those who are fresh graduate, they're doing PhD, and you're very confident, I will teach the corporate finance. Then corporate finance no more in the face-to-face. I'm not talking now, in future, there's a huge chance. These types of course, those will no more in the, I mean, it depends on the country. Maybe if not this country, maybe another country, but we should be aware about this issue. And this is very true for the industry. Many of the industry will lay off and close because the technology comes. and human involvement only necessity basis. Some cases human involvement is very important. Only that discipline will survive. Other discipline will uh, wash away. And there are lots of layoff coming. So you should think and your area, what is your expertise, how you do it. Many jobs will do by machine. Even research that the machine learning doing lots of better job. Artificial intelligence doing better jobs than us. So you should develop your expertise in this area or think how can you link with them or try to find a mechanism how to survive. Okay. Then the publications are more open source oriented now. That means open publications, not the subscription basis. Then donor funders are mostly from the private sector. So private sector donor, it means they do it for their own profit. So to develop your future research, link or collaborate with somehow those who have the fund, like the China has the fund. So you can collaborate with them or work on the technology oriented issues or link with industry and try to publish in open sources, because now open sources is important because it will give you the citation and the reader base, and that is counting actually. If you look the journals, they show the alt metrics with every article or the dimension. These are new things, you should learn it. Alt metrics, that means how many people talk about your articles in the social media rather than the academicians or the scientific community. The social media, the peoples, how many people talk about your articles, your research. So every article when shared in the social media, blogs, websites, they count it. So to make your article more easy or accessible to the general people, you need to publish in the open sources, and that is counting as a KPI for the developed nations. These regions we are lagging behind, but it will come soon. Okay, this is something creepy things, how you select the supervisors. I hope all of you have the supervisors. So I don't want to go it again, but those are in the master's student, they must consider it. But one thing is very important in your institutions. The value of the institution of the certificate is huge. Based on the Malaysian degree, it's very difficult to go in the developed world. But based on the certificate from anywhere in the developed world, you can come easily survive here. So institutions has a value. And your supervisors is also important because your supervisors will be your guardian. And this is not just only for thesis, but for the whole of the life, because he will give you the recommendation letter always. However you go for the job market, you apply for promotion, wherever you go, you need recommendation letter. And the letter will come from your supervisor. So supervisors is very important. Influential supervisors can help you a lot. Okay, this is another important thing, is how to maintain a good relationship with supervisor. This is always a bad relationship. Almost every case is it. Every student hate their supervisor because supervisor is the villain. He's the bad guy in the whole very easy and good and rosy life. Only supervisor make the problem. Okay. But one thing you should remember, that one day you will be supervisor. Okay, so when you put your leg in supervisor shoe, then you understand the case. So the way you can survive here is now understand your supervisor with great patience. This is very important. Try to understand his tone, his meaning of word. What does he actually mean? Suppose you said, I will do it tomorrow. He said, no, better send it today. Then you again request it, okay, can I send it tomorrow? He said, okay, no problem. That means the tone is also important, eh? Or okay, do as you like. So be careful about this. This relationship is really very important. The thesis is not just your thesis. This is your supervisor thesis too. He puts more input than you. You just perform the work as a research assistant like this. You do under his guidance. But he is supervising you. He is helping you to purify the knowledge, to accurate the things, go in the right direction. Okay. So if you think you knows better than supervisor, in that case, change the supervisor. Go under somebody who knows better than you. Otherwise, you will not learn anything and this will not be a fruitful relationship. Listen them carefully, may keep record with permissions and try your best to understand and follow their advice. This is very difficult to understand your supervisors because humans are different. Everyone is different. And sometimes he says something, but you understand different things. So try to understand him and never play hide and seek game. Okay. Never ever play hide and seek game. End of the day, you need to go to him for everything again and again. So he is your guardian for everything here. So communicate openly. If you're in trouble, problem, any sort of problem, communicate. Supervisor is also a human being. Eh? He's not an alien guy. So communicate properly. And he will give you a better solution. And if you keep a promise, keep the promise. Don't break the trust. Even for small matters, he mind everything. Eh? It is a relationship. Building relationship is very difficult. Eh? If you once you build a very good relationship with supervisor, then life will become very easy. And if you make the things easy for them as much as possible, don't throw something. Eh? Your supervisor asks you to send this, and you send something what you also cannot read. Don't make their life difficult. They are with lots of things. You are only with your thesis. You are only with your thesis. This is only job. But your supervisor do hundreds of jobs. He has more students. So try to make the things easy for him. And maintain a diary to take note and track them when you attend in the meeting, when you see your supervisors, track all of this record. And when you see him, be well prepared and bring all previous documents record, because he asks you something, you said, oh, I forget this, I forget that one, I don't know, I lost it. Don't do like that. Eh? Be well prepared. Never send any half-baked written. Half-baked written or something assignment or show your incapability or laziness. Okay, my supervisor will read and he will correct it. Just send it to him. Don't do it. Eh? He has no time to do it. If you do it, you can do, but you actually open the more problem for you. The thing is, it show you are not sincere, and sincerity is very important. And write, if you write something, write it again, rearrange, even rearrange within the sentence, within the paragraph, among the paragraph. This is the most difficult thing. A student even don't understand what the paragraph means. Some cases they write a paragraph in 3 pages long. Some cases they write paragraph only one sentence. So every paragraph has idea, every paragraph has introduction, every paragraph has content, every paragraph has conclusion. So know what the paragraph means. Write a paragraph properly and rearrange within the content. This is the learning. Learn as much as you can. You supervisor learn lots. He already know it. He can do it. It's not for him. He is not here to write it. You are here to learn it. So learn it properly. So arrange the content at least 5 times before sentence. And always write formal English, even in message. Don't text him in the shortcut, like various different types of syntax. Write a very formal message. And that will help you to improve your English communication. Follow the formatting of the thesis from the very beginning. Follow the format of the university guideline. Follow the format of the referencing system from the very beginning. It is very, very boring to see unformatted content. Some cases, multiple space, 3 enter, tab is here and there is really not good. And if you help your supervisor in something extra, suppose he call you to guard in the exam hall or to count the marking or enter the marking or do something extra for him. Definitely you will get some extra favor for them. And you don't know what the favor is. It's not just a money. There are lots of favor from your supervisors. You have no idea how they can help you. So try to help them. They will also help you a lot. And try to explore the network of your supervisors. This is very important things. You have very small network, but your supervisor has a big network. If you work with him, go with him, continue work with him, or utilize his network, that will help you to spread your network. Learn how to write project proposal. So nobody will teach you how to write a project proposal. The moment you enter in the job market, you need to write the project proposal. If you go in the academy, you also need to write the project proposal. If you go in the industry, you also need to write the project proposal. Or international organization or NGO, wherever you go, you need to write a proposal. Then how do you learn it? Learn it now from your supervisors. He needs to write the proposal. And if you work with him, he will give you comments, you update, he will give the comments, you update. So you know the whole process, how to prepare a good proposal and how to make a good questionnaire. So don't just concentrate on your thesis, your project. Works beyond that thesis. Because the moment you finish your PhD, next day you need to supervise a student. And your students will not PhD on your topic or your thesis. They will come from different topic, different area, different idea, different methodology. So you need to get prepared for that. You can attend his class, undergrad class. Go and ask the supervisor, I want to see how you conduct the class. I want to attend your class. Even the undergrad class, no problem, because the next day you need to teach. You need to go in the classroom, and how you teach the student, you should learn it. Nobody will tell you, nobody will teach you. This is the only way you can learn. Then how to design the assignment, even the creative assignment design, making the exam question is also very important thing. Learn it from your supervisor. And how you learn it? If you only help him, if you only work with him. This is not just the thesis. This is beyond that. And that will help you in lots in your career. And even how to do the marking is very important. How to make the job easy. Your supervisor learn it after years experience working on this issue. So you can get it very easily if you just get the idea and go with him. If he give a tips or a small guidelines or give idea, that will save you at least 6 months for your life. You will learn it after spending 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. You also learn it by working on it and gaining experience years after years, then you learn it. But if you get the tips or guide them very easily from your supervisors, then it will save lots of time in your life, make your life very easy. So these are the things beyond your thesis, and that's will you get only if you are willing to help extra. So the extra thing will come when you help extra. So if you know the eager, if you show the eager to achieve something, learn more. If you want to learn more, if you show your supervisor that I want this more, I want to learn many things, I want to help you, then you'll definitely get away. and he will give you a better option. And the other way is if you want to learn something, I'm talking different types of supervisor. Some supervisor don't want to give you time, but you are very eager to learn, you will have a way to learn. Now the world is very open. You have no need to learn as a child. No spoon feeding is needed for PhD student. And this is very much boring when PhD students come and ask very silly things that he can solve by himself. No, it's open. Just search in the Google. You know everything. These are the very silly things. I'm not talking about the thesis relevant content, not the knowledge, but any other silly things. How to submit this document? Okay, this you should ask the admin office, not your supervisor. Okay, so that's the issue. Each supervisors has different role. The admin staff has the different role. Office has different role. So you should understand and distinguish all of these things. Okay. And one thing is there are two types of students. Some student comes and asks to give the overdose. Okay, write me everything today. I will learn it in 1 month. I have no need to come. Okay. So if you come once and take lots of medicine, okay, fine, that's no problem. I can give you prescription. When you go to the doctor, doctor give you prescription and doctor give you medicine for 1 month. And you need to take the medicine slowly every day for 1 month. It is not you can take all the medicine all at once and you'll be cured. No, there is no shortcut. Okay, absorb according to your capacity. Don't push it, give everything now. I can do it. No, you cannot do it. I can give you prescription, everything, but you cannot do it. It will be, you cannot digest it. Take as your capacity and then come again. Okay. Over the time, you'll learn it, you'll get it. Just try to go with the fashion with the supervisor. Follow this style. Everyone is different. Every supervisor is different. Follow his style, his way, and then continue with him. Then you will get better reward. There are lots of complaints against supervisor, lots. If I tell the story about the complaints, then it will not enough 2 hours. But don't complain. He finished his journey. He's already PhD. Nobody will ask him about his degree or no, he no need to face any viva anymore. His story is different. Look your story. What you will do. You need to survive with this supervisor. So understand him and consider whatever advice he gives is for your betterment, is for your learning. The much pain he will give you, the better person you will be, the most qualified person you will be. If you get lots of pain from the supervisor, that means you will learn many things. You are here to learn. That's the very basic things. So, because this is the ultimate degree, this is the ultimate thing. After that, there is no more education. So you are a philosopher. You should develop your own philosophy. You are own alone enough. You should work independently. And this is the responsibility of your supervisor to prepare you well to survive in this world as independent person. So to live as an independent person, you need to take lots of pain. The supervisor give you lots of pain. That's not rational at all, but that will help you at least to gain the patience. The PhD is a matter of patience. If you are lacking patience, that PhD is not for you. And if you have enough patience, then you will get success good in future. Your career development in future will be very good. And develop the strong academic network, maintain a good relationship with peer group, because after you finish your degree, they will help you. They will go in all over the world, and at that time you need them for your external examiner, for reviewing, for grant member, lots of things. So maintain good relationship with your other peer groups, other colleagues, other students who are doing the PhD with you. So know their research, know them, and also increase your network, because the moment you finish your degree you need to apply for job. So if you have the good network, the job is easy. And trust me, the world is full of network, full of network. The network make your life easy, too much easy. If you have networks, it's very easy. And many cases the job is linked with network, in industry, in academia, in everywhere. Sometime previously it was called the lobbying, some sorts of negative word. Now it's called network. Very good, positive word. You have a strong network, you have a strong relationship with different place, you have very easy life. Develop your network with as much as possible. Okay, how to develop the network? Go the conference, talk with people, know their works, know them. Don't just tell your works. Learn their works, learn from them, so you'll grow your network. And write them the email and communicate with the social networks or know update and appreciate them. And another thing is apply for the fellowship. When you're in the PhD, apply for the summer school, winter school, project collaboration, consultancy, part-time teaching, provide training or workshop, or apply for the membership of associations, and touch with the old colleague, old friends, students, those who already passed, and go and join somewhere, communicate with them, contact them, maintain record. Okay, that will help you to grow your network. If you're willing to help, so you will also get the help from them. Prioritize the value, personality, reputation rather than monetary gain. If you want to help the other person, you definitely will get help one day. So keep that in mind. Look the long term, okay, rather than the short term gain. And then find out good mentors beyond your supervisor committee. Find the good mentors. Okay, one thing is important regarding the supervisor committee. In some practices are that only one supervisor. Please try to take more than one, because if you have more supervisors, they can guide you better. If you have more supervisors, you have better idea, better network, better knowledge. You research, your thesis will become better. And also one thing is very important. Suppose if anything happened with these supervisors, if he die or you have problem with this supervisor, at least you can switch to the other one. You have the second option. So try to include more than one supervisor in the committee. Okay, and this is some most cases supervisors agree to take a extra supervisor, co-supervisors, but some people actually don't. So you try to convince your supervisor, how can you take the co-supervisors? Maybe you can take one co-supervisor from the statistics or econometrics or mathematical side, so he can take you the help you the other issue. And also look the mentors beyond your supervisor. There are lots of others, lecturers or the senior peoples. So take them as a mentor, work with them, build a good relationship, communicate them properly, prioritize them, and make a formal relationship. Look long-term benefit rather than the short-term focus. So if you seek any genuine advice from them, they will help you. Suppose if you supervise one person, but you can contact with the other lecturer from the school, no problem. Find out the good mentors, that will help you a lot. Okay, and then how to accelerate the output. Trust me, the PhD time is the most free time of your life. Most free time. After the PhD, you will have no more time at all. You will engage in lots of things. So this is the only time when you can develop yourself. This is the only time when you can gain, earn something, learn something, mature you. So you should know how to save your time. You should learn how to motivate yourself. You should know how to develop yourself. how to manage many helping hands, and know the resources what is available in the library with the friends, supervisors, even the YouTube blogs. There are many resources given in the YouTube and blogs. Learn them and keep some books as your reference book for the lifetime. At least photocopy or print out or buy some books and keep them for the lifetime. Spend some time in library. There are thousands of books. You can't imagine how is good at in the library. Go and spend few times in the library. Find out some very good books and keep them for lifetime with you. These are your reference book, and you need to keep them always in the life. And the big motivation is love. At least don't dislike the people who are around you, because you cannot survive. If you don't like this community, this research academia, they are the crazy people. Huh? Always talk about the publications or talk about the knowledge, very high thought, never laugh. Huh? Okay, no, they can laugh. Okay, but they are very much moody, strong, and mostly theoretical people. Try to love them. At least don't dislike this environment. If you dislike this environment, you actually cannot survive here. Okay, try to adapt to this environment and get the knowledge about the topic or the future issues, what is coming. Look at the special issue of the top journals, subscribe to your top journals, and so you'll get the idea what are they publishing, so what are the recent trend going in the knowledge. And also promote your works, share to others, and get some critics. The more critics you get, the better will be your thesis, the less comments you'll get from the reviewer. So do it before submission. Get the critics before submission, then it will make it very good and submit a very clean copy, and you get easy award. But when you share the content, be careful where you are sharing, and it's up to you how you manage it. But there are lots of craft things. People hijacked others' work also, so be careful. And be open-minded and helpful to others. You will also get help from other people. Don't underestimate or over-exaggerate your strength. Know exactly what you are. Okay? Don't tell lots of a story. And give a special focus on methodology and develop good competency in some in-depth methodology or software, or know the techniques or strong literature review or article writing. So you should develop one thing that will help you, which will be the core area. Maybe you know the softwares very well, or you know the developing methodology very well, or you know how to write the literature very well, or you know how to analyze the things. Develop your competency at least in one particular area very good way. So that will help you to collaborate with others and publish and survive. Okay, attend workshops, talks, seminar, conference, trainings, as many as possible, because next day you will be the supervisor and you need to guide your student on different topics from different disciplines, different backgrounds, with different problems. Our students are with lots of problems. So try to adapt with the system so you will at least cool down your brain when you supervise the student. It's not easy to teach other people from the very beginning, from the scratch to a matured article. It's very pathetic things. The day you will become supervisor, you understand the process is really very creepy. So get idea of other academic related activities such as classroom management, assignment preparations, grant proposal writing. Learn this. Even the organized conference, how to organize a conference or event, or maintain an industry relationship, or maintain the communication, and at the same time you apply for the other outside positions or affiliations. And learn the very basic communication method, writing a formal email, basic English grammar, formal vocabulary. These are very important. And Even learn how to write a CV, how to prepare a strong CV. Look online and download few CVs and develop your CV according to their directions. Okay, it's very pathetic to see the CV of the people, especially those who are not the business guy. So develop your CV, format it very precisely and beautiful way, and learn some basic software and apps and software installations or troubleshooting, or try to be a techno savvy person. So you have no need to go to the other people very frequently. So this is the time to learning for in the PhD time, and learn something for your life. Suppose that you will have no time to learn again in future. Suppose learn the financial planning. Your money. You need to manage your money. Nobody will manage your money. So learn how to manage the money. Learn how to set up your business or passive incomes or retirement planning. How can you manage your money better way? And learn how to do the good exercise, maintain good health, maintain about the food issue, learn how to manage your time and stress. Also, this is the time to learn about the religious matter. If you want to suppose, if you want to learn about the religious issue, read it. Now, this is the time for learning. Allocate your particular time in this 4 or 5 years journey. Somebody want to memorize the Quran. So this is the time to allocate few times the whole 5 years journey, and that will become a continuation of your life. And also learn how to take the family care or child cares or work-life balance. It's the different issues which are very important for our life. Okay, so there are lots of other issues, and we have lacking times now. So there are a few important issues. Just is diversify your publication, because you don't know where will you go, who will be your boss in future. So where you apply. So diversify in different index, because different country follow different index. Some country follow ABDC or ABS or Web of Science or Scopus. Try to diversify it. Okay. And some cases, some students are in drying need to publish in the peer journal because they are waiting to pass and they have no time to wait for another 6 months or 1 year just for the publication. In that cases, if you want to publish in the low grade journals, don't submit your good articles, don't submit your main articles. Make rough articles or any side work that you can publish there, and you just get relief from the issue. But this is highly discouraging. Okay, publishing in their journals, but still some students need it. So don't submit good things there, because you can erase it from your CV, never show it in your CV. This is a transition period. You just do it to survive. Okay, in that cases, don't you have no need to show it in CV, and don't carry it with you in future, because this is a demerit of your CV. So try publish something useless to get out of this transition period, and you will remove it from the CV. Don't submit anything good from your thesis in this crap journals, and also be careful about the hijack journals or the fake journals. Search in the online, you will get the idea what is hijack journals or the fake journals. So this slide is very important. So I'm almost in. How do you face the final viva? Okay. When you submit your thesis for evaluation, make the slide instantly, because everything is in your mind now, fresh. Make the slide for viva. Okay. And submit well-prepared version of thesis, because external and internal don't know you. They don't know how much you learn. They don't know what you say. They only read the thesis. So make the thesis as easy as possible, as make it more understandable, good format, and good English. Check English before submit the thesis, because that will create the good impression of external. And for the viva, get well prepared and enough rest before viva. Don't take any much panic, or don't panic, don't take tension. In the viva meeting, everything is decided. Okay, all the report is already there, and in the meeting, nobody bother what you present. Okay, everyone do their jobs. They just wait to spend the time how you finish your presentation. Okay, so don't get afraid, don't panic, don't rush. In the viva board, they just want to see your competency. Show your competency. Keep patience. They want to see your emotional maturity. It's very important. They try to ask you very silly question and try to make you angry. Don't get angry. Explain. If they ask you very silly question and force you on a silly issue, just try to explain, because they do it intentionally to see your emotional maturity. This is very important. How you are a philosopher, but you are not mature in emotional, that's not the right things. So one of the criteria is emotional maturity. And another is confidence on your topic. You do, but you are not enough confident on it. That's not a good thing. If they ask you, do it, do it, do it, okay, you consult, you argue, but don't bargain. Tell the truth. If you have any problem, any limitations, take the truth, acknowledge your limitations, but don't accept everything what they say. They said do it, do it, do it. You said yes, I will do everything. No. Give the argument, show the confidence that you are the master on this topic, because you work on this topic for 5 years. They are not the master on this field. They just read it once based on your thesis. So show your confidence, show your maturity. This is very important in the viva board. And adjust the reviewer comments as broadly as possible, but within the time limit. They give a time, within the time, finish it. Don't relax and waste time after submission. Start working on article from thesis or looking for the job. Never try to contact internal and external before viva. This is very important. Even you know who is your external, who is your internal. Don't contact with them. Never ever contact with them. Okay, even never ever contact with their students. Okay, there are also cases somebody just contact their student. Okay, then I just want to know how is your supervisor, he's a good guy or not. Then the student tell the supervisor, and supervisor say, I cannot review this thesis, just return back. And that will cause another 3-month loss of your life. So never ever contact internal and external before your viva. Okay. And after viva, don't forget to extend further network with them. Keep communicating with them, and they will also help you. And before go to the job market, prepare few things, few documents. Format your CV, targeting in your job. If you target the consultancy firm, prepare CV in one way. Look the consultancy firm. If you target to academia, prepare your CV in the academia format. So prepare your CV in a good format, and prepare few CVs. Just after viva or before viva, you need better. After viva, you prepare all the documents. Get ready for the job market. Prepare your good CV. Few copies of different format of CVs. Prepare 3 recommendation letter and select 3 referees. So your supervisors, okay, can write letter for you, but if you make the draft, it's easy for him to write it. So your mentor can write the referee letters, but if you make a draft, he will improve it. Okay. So most cases, so prepare your recommendation letter. What you want to see in the recommendation letter, huh? Make it a formal. Don't write, I'm the boss, I'm the big guy. Not like this. Huh? Be standardized, be formal. Okay. And talk with the referee, find out the referee. Don't, and in many cases, I see people give the referee anyone, they are very close to them. Don't do like that. Find the referee who is good, influential person. Who is suppose a professor is more valuable than a lecturer in case of referee. So give the referee of the person, and also important that that person should know you. And that person should know your CV, so he can give the referral letters, or if anybody asks the query, he can reply. Or at least he know your name, You put somebody's name, but he don't know you. When he get the email, he will be surprised. Okay, and prepare a job market article. So if you apply for the anywhere, at least the academia or the international organization, they ask for the job market article. What is the article you want to show in the job market? So prepare a good article from your thesis. It's not necessarily published article, but you make a good article from your thesis to show in the job market. And also prepare few articles, suppose at least 3 to 10 good articles which you will share when you submit the application for the job. Prepare a cover letter, job cover letter, then look the criteria that mentions in the job circular. Different job circular like different things. So you prepare the cover letter. Maybe you can prepare few cover letters targeting academia, targeting international organization, targeting NGO in different way. Okay, and prepare the cover letter. For the academia, you need to prepare few more things like the statement of professional and service philosophy. What is your philosophy related to professionals, professional dealings or service? And then a statement of teaching philosophy, how you teach the students, what is the philosophy of teaching? A statement of your research philosophy. So also prepare a research proposal for postdoc or future research. They will ask you what is your, if you apply for the postdoc, you need to prepare a proposal, and better to link with your thesis or extension of your thesis for the postdoc. Okay, and in the meantime, you also develop profile in the Google Scholar, ResearchGate, Academia, and even others online repository website that will represent your works. You can directly link them. And particularly when you apply the international organizations or NGO or the project or donor agency, they want to see the impact of your works. Show the impact. Suppose here I show my impact. My impact of my research work is a very precise one. You see, I arrange the H index, citations, how many readers, how many download, how many followers, and what the recognitions under different websites, repository websites like the Google Scholar, Scopus, Web of Science, ResearchGate, Academia, and so I can show here. So far, total till now, I have 700,000 readers from different platforms. That means people read my articles. 700,000 readers is big, large number. Beyond the citations and H index is for academia, for the scientific community. But international organizations want to see the impact. What is the impact of your works? You publish thousands, but nobody read. This has no impact on the society. What is the academic impact? What is the social impact? This is the impact. Look, 700,000 readers read the article. What I have uploaded in different repositories. So that's the impact. Even you see the recognition in academia and SSRN show that my articles view is top 1% among all the research sites enlisted in this repository website. So that means if they have in SSRN, if they have 300,000 researchers, I'm among the top 1% within 3,000 researchers. So this show the impact, how many people get benefit from your works, and that will attract in the job market. That will attract the recruiter, and that will distinguish you than the other candidates in the viva board. So how you apply in the job market? Subscribe few job website, authentic. There are thousands of fake job websites. They just copy paste from the other place and use this false circular. They give us false circular, but actually there's no job like that. See and make profiles in few good websites. They will send you the email continuously about the new circular. And whenever you get a circular, always go the original company. Always go the original organization, original university, and look original circular, because every circular they also keep in their website. When anybody keep the circular in the newspapers or the job site, they also keep the circular in their website. Look their original circular in their website, then you will get better idea, because there are many job sites they give the fake circular to just increase the number of people gathering in their website. And postdoc is not a degree. And postdoc is not a good salarized option. So it's a transitionary period. Suppose if anybody want to take a postdoc, that means he hire a PhD holder with a low salary. So better you try to full-time position. But in the meantime, you need to wait 3, 4 months, 6 months, get a job, you can continue postdoc. And you should, when you want to do the postdoc, make the idea before your viva, make everything and talk, consult with the supervisors or consult with the mentors, postdoc mentors from different countries. And so you can start instantly after your thesis. So you should take initiative very early. You should be proactive and try to get some industry experience or at least the membership of some association. So it will increase strength your CV and continuously apply in diversified area or regions. Look long-term benefit rather than just the current position or short-term issue. Always focus long-term. And always keep in touch with supervisors and mentors because they will be your referee. You need them always, and maintain good relationship with them is very important. Even if you got a good job, when you apply for the promotion, when you apply to other job, when you want to switch the job, you need reference letter. Even many other cases, you need reference letter. Even some cases, if you apply for the project, you need the reference letter. And your supervisor is the only trustworthy, reliable referee. Okay, and he will be the easy guy who give you the reference letter. And you also knock all of your network. You remember previously I mentioned your peer group, those who do PhD with you now already pass and join in many other university, many other place. Knock them and communicate with them, send you CV, and they will help you in many ways. And finally, so PhD is a journey, and until the certificate, until get the award. So even not the award until get the signet letter or the certificate. So continue it with patience. Understand what is the success. PhD certificate is not just the only success. High grade or top degree or instant job, high salary, good boss. There are lots of other issues. Maybe you have a very good job, but you have a very good thesis, very easy award, but you mess your health, then nothing is benefited for you. If you make if you destroy your health at the PhD time, then money, honor, position will not help you at all. Good health is the most important thing. Take care of your health. Most of our academicians are suffering health issues, especially back pain, high diabetes, because they take lots of tensions and they sit the whole day. So take care of your health, take care of your family. Try to understand what is the success of life. Success is not just a one issue. Success is a holistic matter. And life is it's not a battle, it's a warrior, it's a continuous battle, it's a continuous test. There are lots of troubles coming in the life. So accept all the challenge positively. Try to develop yourself to face all the challenge. If you face one challenge today, this challenge will not come anymore in your life. So you already adapted with this one. So learn in this way and don't blame others. Don't compare with others. Everyone's journey is different. Trust the God, trust yourself, try your best and rely on God. And that's all. Thank you everyone for your patience. I take lots of time. So still there is a few times can allocate for your question. If you have any question, you can ask now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Associate Professor Dr. Mahmoodou. I hope you all enjoy with this amazing speech. Now, Dr. Mahmoodou will answer some questions that were sent to us during the presentations. So the first question is from Amal Alamrani. As our journey is isolated, do the social media give us the required human interactions or the caring instructions of our focus? I'm confused which is better, using WhatsApp and keep my social relationship, or just quick.
Okay, social relationship is an individual matter to whom you are related and to what extent they will help you. So in the Facebook, I have lots of friends, and many cases I forget them, and they also forget me. This is just a affiliation. Okay, but some cases when I need something, I just search the name and then I find them. Or suppose I want to apply in another university, or very easy case, suppose I want to go UK for a conference. Okay, so I find out who is from UK in my network. Just I knock them and get some idea how can I go, where can I get some idea. Then they will help me lots. And this is the very authentic help. So if you have good relationship with social media, then you get benefit from it. But the issue is don't spend lots of time. The time is the big issue for us. Spend the time very wisely and think which one will benefit you. It's not just only you benefit in the both ways. Don't just look only short-term gain. The gain is in the lifetime. So try to hang up, but utilize your time properly.
Okay, there is another question from Sanand. Is it good to attend in various conferences in the PhD journey?
What conference?
Various conference.
Or different types of conference. Okay.
Yes.
This is good to attend conference, because if you go in the conference, you will have lots of network. And the network is the key to success now in this world. Very important. Network is very important. For everything you need network. When you go in the real life, you'll see everything you depend on network. And the strong network, the life will become very easy. And when you go in the conference, you will get introduced with many people, even many editors or many other colleagues. So they will help you in many ways, getting the job, even reviewing your articles, or co-authorship, or external examiner of your students, or project application. In many ways you can develop the networks with people, and this is very important. Develop the networks. And in case of conference, one thing I forget to mention, that always apply for some uh, discount to the conference organizer. So if you suppose you apply conference 20 conference, there is some website, that conferenceworld.com, like this, they have thousands of conference every day around the world. So you select good conference and apply for conference fee waiver or discount. If you apply for them, they will give some discount. If you apply 20 conference for discount, at least one will give you discount. So you attend that one. Always ask for the discount and somebody will consider you. And find out the good conference. And don't go conference with your friend and spend time, visit the city, talk with them, and go 2 3 friends together and stay all of the friends together and come back together. Don't do this. Go for networking. Even if you go for the conference, don't sit with your friend always. Don't sit at the dining table with your friend. Sit with the other people. Increase your friendship. Develop new friendship. Increase your more friend. So that is the issue. You go to the conference.
Okay, Doctor, we have one last question that also posed by Ama Alamlani. What are the fundamental skills should I focus on during the PhD journey to be a good researcher in the future?
Okay, the only one thing I say, earn your competence in one area, maybe the software. Maybe you learn very good in software, or you learn very good in methodology, or you learn very good interpretations, or learn literature review. If you have one very particular area and you can expertise, you can develop your expertise in a very particular area, that will help you lots in future. In that cases, you can collaborate with other people that say that I am the good person, I'm the appropriate person who did the literature review. I can make a good literature review within 2 days that other people takes 2 months. Okay, or you can say I know the estimation very good. I can develop a model within 2 days that which takes 2 months for the other people. Or you can say I can organize the articles in very better way that is take for me 2 days that which will take 2 months for the other people. So what will happen? You can develop your own competency at least in one area. If you have the more area is good. If you have competency in one area, suppose you have competence in the software and estimations and modeling, or you have competence in developing the designing the research, then you can find out the other people similar like you, and when you make a team, and you will do very good in your career. Suppose you can do good literature review within 2 days, your friend do the estimation within 2 days, and another friend do the organization, the whole research within 2 days. So within 1 week, you can manage a very, very good top class work. And then that will help you lots in future. So develop your competence in particularly any areas, or at least one area. That will help in many ways. Any other
Okay.
question?
Yeah, there are still one more. So this is our last questions from Mr. Mr. Kam. Hi, Dr. Mohammed Mahmudu. Thanks for the informative sharing. I have worked in private sector for many years. I am 50 plus now. So is there any age limit to join academic sector?
Okay, academia is interesting place where you can, as long as you can teach, you can come. As long as you can talk, you can come in the academia. And even after retirement, our colleagues work in as a consultant, as a part-time teacher. So academia is always open. So if you have PhD, now academia need PhD mostly. So if you have PhD, and you have interest to spend time with the students with passions. Academia needs lots of passions, because the students are students. They are not the matured at all anyways, even the PhD students. So you need lots of patience. So if you have patience and you like to spend time with the students, you can come anytime. Academia is always open. No age limit for academicians.
Okay, thank you again to Dr. Mahmudu for answering those questions and for the great presentations. It was a pleasure to have you with us. So this concludes the webinar. Thank you for attending. So we hope you have learned and enjoyed these presentations. Please stay tuned. The attendance QR code will be shared after this. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Bo. And if anybody has any question, you can email me, and you can consult with me anytime. So this is an open consultation, and try your best to take preparation, try your best to take benefit from anyone, any place, anywhere. Maintain the ethics, and I hope you will succeed in life. And I pray for you and pray for everyone to achieve good in your life here and hereafter. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you, Doctor.